New at 11, an 11-year-old with an ear-to-ear grin who volunteers to hang out with strangers decades older than him.
And he's discovered a funny thing along the way. They have more in common than you might think. News 3's Christy Wilcox found out he does it for a very special reason.
Well, this is Poets Walk. It's a senior memory care facility here in Henderson, and this 11-year-old likes to spend his time there. You can just see the excitement on his face while he's here, and it's all for a very good reason. Meet 11-year-old Evan Stark.
I like to play soccer.
His mom, Erin, will tell you he's like most sixth graders.
He's still a boy. He still has his moments.
But Evan also likes to help out where you might not expect.
You're welcome.
At Poets Walk Senior Memory Care in Henderson, Mark Shaffer runs the facility.
Evan will text me and say, hey, can I come to work tomorrow? And it just cracks me up.
I would be here for about like 4.5 hours, and the longest I've been here is 6.
Evan sings, plays games. He's spent about 80 hours here so far.
You could jump me, or you can move right here.
Well, I think it's all right.
It might look like work to some, but to Evan, it brings to light a special memory.
I always played with my grandma, like it was this game called Yahtzee. That's like, we would always play that each time I would go there.
Evan's grandma passed away 2 years ago.
It makes me like happy to be with him. It reminds me of my grandma.
They spent 7 years together in his home. Now he keeps her with him in his heart.
They just had a really special bond. They would sit and talk, and he was constantly touching her and laughing with her.
But he knows spending time in a place you might not usually find an 11-year-old. It keeps that special bond growing.
I think she'd be very proud of me just to even help out or do like anything like this, or like do anything that's helping our community.
Now, Jim, I don't know if you noticed the suit and tie he was wearing the entire time, but he is trying to compete with you tonight, and his mother tells me that she'll bring him over here until he's done volunteering. Wow. Reporting live, Christy Wilcox, News 3.
I did notice very professional attire. All right, Christy, great story. Thank you. See, the generations do have things to teach each other if we can all just put our phones down long enough to talk. This young man's story is one we will continue to follow on social media. You can keep up on all of the news by following and liking our Twitter and Facebook pages.
I love that. All right, let's turn now to your weather authority.